everybody. What is up? Welcome to Duct Tape Dynasty. I am
Duct Tape Aiden.
I'm the dude.
Okay, and anyway, I guess a non-standard show tonight. It's the podcast broadcast. Dude, I tell you what, I am fired up. I've got, yes, my kid over my shoulder here, which I am super excited about, but believe it or not, even though he is over my shoulder, that's not the thing that I am most excited about. But before we get started, let me ask you to do one quick favor. That is minimize that screen and hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, hit that like button. Do all those things. Hit the bells and all the whistles because, man, alive, after you see tonight's show, you're going to want to see more because this next guest that we have is one that we've had one time before. I've wanted to have him on many other times, but understandably, he's a little bit busy. Anyway, nonetheless, it is an absolutely special show because this is the guy that I call the John Wayne of combat sports. Many people call him the outcast, but one thing for sure, one day we will all know him as King Kai. On Monday, he turns 24, and then a few days later on Friday, he's going to willingly get punched in the face and punch some dude back because it is the chance that he has to. Damn it, I'm screwing it up. Damn it, I screwed it all up. Anyway, many people call him the outcast. One day, everybody will know him as King Kai. Monday, he turns 24. And a few days later, he'll be defending his Bkfc featherweight title against Brian Duran in Hollywood, Florida. Yes, this guy willingly gets punched in the face for a living. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one, the only, Kai, the outcast, Stewart. Dude, how the hell are you? I screwed that up beyond belief, but we're here.
I'm doing phenomenal tonight, man. I'm doing phenomenal, and it's been a long training camp. It's been a long time since December 2nd. 6 months since my last fight, and now it's finally time to put it all on display. I'm going into the Lion's Den. Brian Duran is from Miami, which is 45 short minutes from Hollywood, and I'm going to destroy this dude.
Dude, we can't freaking wait for it, man. In fact, we've got a few questions for you. By the way, for those in the chat, type your comments and we'll get them out there to Kai. Type your questions if you've got them. We'll try and get those read for him. Who knows how long he's going to stick around, but we'll take him as long as we can get him. We obviously had to delay the show a little bit because, like we said, he's kind of an important guy. By the way, that's not his only belt that you see over his shoulder there. I think he's got another one somewhere in that room. That's right.
Yeah, get the other one.
There. Oh, look at this. Come on. Well, who is this guy? So, dude, nice. Soon to be three. But let me ask you a question. Heck yeah, dude. Heck
Have them
yeah.
all hanged up.
And I tell you what, so I'm going to start us off. I've got question number one for you, and then we're going to get into all the good stuff. But in championship number one, we saw that you no doubt have what it takes to be a champion. In championship number two, we saw that you can overcome a ridiculous reach advantage. He had 7-inch reach advantage on you, and you managed to close the gap and absolutely annihilate the dude. I'm not going to lie to you, brother. As much as I love you as a fighter, I was a little concerned. It did not take long for you to quell those concerns, dude, because you absolutely beat the holy crap out of that last dude. And now for the third title fight, we've seen championship caliber. We've seen the ability to defend against somebody who can reach out and touch you from anywhere. What are we going to see different in this fight? What are you bringing to the table besides just pure knockout power and the Montana extraordinaire that you are?
Oh, I've been really working on my boxing. I've said it every single fight. I work on my boxing. I'm a wrestler at heart, so you may see the same Kai you've seen against HD. You might just see a totally, you're gonna see a better Kai. That's what I can promise.
Oh, he's cutting out.
No. We're getting a little bit of a A little bit of connectivity.
Yeah, we're getting some connectivity issues out there. Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. Anyway, well, heck, we'll.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
dude.
you're good.
You're good. You're good. By the way, just something. Sorry. Can you just please answer that question again? What can we expect to see from you this time? You said you've been working on your boxing. What do we expect to see from this guy? Is he one that's going to be overcome with? Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of your only option is punch a dude in the face, but you know what I mean? Is he the tie it up kind of guy and get nasty on the inside, or is he going to stand there and fight with you?
I'm going to break him. He's going to come at me. I think he's going to have that mentality, but his last fight was a terrible outing. I'm going to break him. That's like wins, losses, draws, those all come later, but first I'm going to break him.
Standing. I love it. Speaking of breaking, I think Aiden actually has a question.
That's an amazing segue right there. That is an amazing segue. So I was wondering, like, what was your biggest injury during training, or like, have you ever had an injury while you were fighting and that you had to like power through it?
I've been grateful, but we can just go to the Rusty Crowder fight. I had never been cut in my life from anything outside of fighting, even as a kid, never any stitches, never anything. And Rusty Crowder, first 15 seconds of the fight, 17 stitches right down my face.
Oh, wow.
So, and that was a 5-round fight. So I'm all about, I can overcome adversity. If Brian Duran really thinks he's the guy to break me, he's just not that guy. I've been broken by some of the top athletes in the world, like just wrestling with them, as a young kid, and they were in college, I'm a tough guy to break. And I've also felt what it's like to be broken before. So I want to make sure that never fucking happens again. It's a lot. It's a lot easier to break people than it is to worry about an injury or worry about a cut or worry about that. Like the satisfaction that comes from breaking,
Yeah.
Is there something that comes with that first punch in the face? And I know you deliver on most of those punches, but getting that first one in the face, I mean, the fact of the matter is this is Bkfc. The reason I call you the John Wayne of combat sports is because you don't wear gloves, dude. I mean, you are out there punching bare knuckles. That's why it's called Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. You're getting punched in the face with bare knuckles as well. Is there something about that? I hear fighters say, man, that when you get that first hit in the face, it wakes you up and you're kind of rock and roll. Is that a real thing? Is it an adrenaline thing? Or are you fired up from the second you get in there?
I'm fired up, and you definitely feel the first punches, but it's fight or flight, baby. And we're in there to fight, and it's a crazy concept, honestly, and thinking about it, because honestly, during fights, we kind of everything goes blank. Like
I was gonna say, do you zone out?
I'm just in there doing my thing. All the hours spent training, the hours and hours and hours of training. It's just it's scary, and I think that's why some people need to get hit to get woken up. Fuck that. I'm just trying to go I'm trying to go get the job done. And says the guy that's been through 3 5-round fights, but I'm getting the job done, and it's business as usual,
Yeah, well, let's finish this one in one of those first rounds, man. Let's get some excitement. Right. No, not that it isn't exciting. Your fights are always exciting. Like I said, you had to overcome a 7-inch reach advantage, dude. That is enormous. That's over half a foot, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't, but watching you on your last fight was just insane. I mean, you're fearless. You just dropped in there at will. And I mean, it was an impressive fight. It was an impressive fight. And this dude does not have 7 inches of reach advantage on you. So I can't wait to see what you do with this guy. What are you expecting from him? Do you think he's got something that he, do you have any kind of ideas of what he might try out there?
If he backs up, he's fucked. If he backs up and lets me he lets me start, he's just instantly dunzos. So in all honesty, I don't really care what he does, because if he charges at me, I'm gonna get my Conor McGregor versus Aldo moment.
Yes. Yes.
I've trained for every scenario, and I'm ready. I'm ready for that moment. But if he wants to take a step back, I'm just going to be all over him, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Dude.
His only saving grace is that this sport is bare knuckle, and bare knuckle is fucking crazy.
Dude, it is the craziest sport out there. I mean, you guys, I got to admit, as much as I admire you, and I admire the holy crap out of you, you know that, dude, you're nuts. You willingly go out there and get punched in the face for a living.
Trust me, it's crazy to me, but there's just a level of God put me on this earth to do this, because it doesn't make sense to me, but everything's working out. Conor McGregor is now a part owner. He's been my that's the only poster I've ever had of another athlete in my life. It was a Conor McGregor poster.
That's awesome.
So it's like life is full circle, man. And I'm about to impress my idol, and I'm going to become the king of the Bkfc. And this is my superstar moment. This is my moment.
I would submit that you're already the king, sir. You are King Kai, as the shirt says. That's fantastic. I need one of those. After the first championship, you went out and partied with Rick Ross, okay? After the second championship, we were supposed to have you on, but you were too busy partying with God knows who. So what'd you do after that second one? Or better yet, what are you going to do after this third one?
Yeah, so after the second one, it went right into wrestling season. So, and I'm a pretty passionate coach, so I went pretty dormant, and I took care of the wrestlers, and we had a great team this year, a lot of excitement, and so, and now since my birthday's Monday, I'm gonna be cutting weight during my birthday, so once I knock this and earn, I'm gonna earn a party, and I'm gonna earn it in fashion, and we're going to celebrate my birthday, but nonetheless, it means that I have the summer off. I get to go, it's just like last year, I won the title June 9th. And now we're here beginning of June. End of June, and I'm going to win this fight and go fishing,
Go. Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, we were supposed to go fishing after the first one as well. So there's a couple things,
I never even made it fucking out of my state. I went to Washington a couple times. Is about it.
It's all good. We actually ran into each other up in Montana, of all things. So that was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to hang with me for just a few minutes. Some old guy with a gray beard. Anyway, Aiden, you got another question for Kai, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
So I was going to ask, what was going through your head when you originally won the belt, like the first belt? And then was the thought process any different whenever you won the second one, or like while you were fighting for the second one at all?
Once I won that belt, my childhood dreams literally came true. I wanted to be a freestyle Greco world champion, or Olympic champion. And, that didn't happen. Like, wrestling is the hardest sport on planet Earth. And, I found fighting, and then bare knuckle found me, and I won my athletic world title. So, the weight is off my shoulder right now. I'm fighting for financial freedom, and, nothing sounds better than having my Montana ranch or Texas ranch one day. So I definitely am just a lot more grateful for what I have right now, because right now is like I'm living a lot of people's dream. So
dude, that's
awesome.
why
that's why win, lose, or draw, it's like I'm grateful for what I have, and I think that gives me just a massive mental advantage. We saw in the interview from this week, has very, very negative energy around him. His life's a roller coaster, and I'm just on a very, very level playing field right now. So yeah. It's And it all stems from gratitude. So gratitude is the best attitude or whatever.
That's outstanding, actually. That's fantastic. And actually,
it is.
A question that kind of comes along, sort of along those lines. You mentioned wrestling being the hardest sport, and it's a question that I had, but one that also kind of came across from Andrew here in the comments. I know that you like to give back to the community. I know you're a wrestler at heart, as you just said. And I know you especially like to mentor youth, of which you do some wrestling mentoring, I believe. And anyway, the question with that beginning part for me, Andrew asks, what level of wrestling does Kai coach? High school, peewee, etc. And he says, I bet the kids look up to him, and that's for sure. I know they do. And I know you're a big time, like I said, mentor to those kids. So tell us about what you do, to give back as well.
Yeah. Wrestling gave me everything. It gave me the Bkfc opportunity. And honestly, like, I love Bkfc now, because of the coaches that I've had in the past, the wrestling that I've done. Anyway, we have THT Wrestling Club. This is just a little thing one of the kids made me.
Nice.
That THT Wrestling Club, and that is honestly one of our coaches' kids is 4, so I guess we can call it 4 to 18 now.
Okay.
And then I coach at Great Falls Central Catholic High School, and that is high school. So,
yeah.
But we do only have 3 kids. Yeah, I love it. I love giving back to wrestling, and I'll do anything for the sport of wrestling, but now I'll do anything for the sport of Bkfc as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got to watch you, do a boxing workout. I mean, it was an entire workout, but of course there were heavy bags and whatnot that you were working. And I noticed you taking a lot of time to educate and help the younger ones that were in there as well that night. So that was, like I said, we got to hang out for a little bit in Montana. Kai was nice enough to make time for me. So I again appreciate that. And I saw that. That was so cool. You just, you were in the middle of training and you dropping what you were doing and taking the time for everybody else that was in there.
Well, a lot of this stems from like coaches that I've had that have just changed my life. Without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Sears Tierney, to mind. He's going to be in my corner on June 21st.
Nice.
Having that coach in my life helped me become the athlete that I became, and then the athletics changed my life. So it's like, you got to give back to that. How could you not? Some people in this world just aren't grateful for where they came from. And it's like, that's why it's hard to not believe in like good vibes,
Oh yeah, dude.
Whenever you do good things come back to you. So
yeah.
I'm grateful for the kids, grateful for the parents, and I'm gonna coach for a long, long time.
Outstanding. Yes, great stuff. And Aiden, did you have another question?
I
got one more.
I got one more question for you. I was wondering, is there any like specific strategy that you use whenever you're fighting someone, or is it like different for each person that you're fighting?
I am still very new in boxing. So I started boxing back in 2021, but I was a wrestler my whole life. I had that level of athleticism, but and the clinch, the clinch is half a bare knuckle. So
yeah.
I would say it's definitely different just because I'm still evolving. I'm very new, and without evolving, I'm going to get my ass kicked. So I'm being very, very sure to change my game always. But never forget where you came from. Never forget where you came from. So what got you to the big dance?
Sure. And actually, okay, let me ask kind of a follow on with that. And this is actually my last question. And I know that we're taking your time, and I again appreciate you. You had another interview that you had to do just before that. So I don't want to, take your whole night and all that stuff, but
good, I'm having fun.
All right.
Baby, let's go.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. Well, good stuff. Good.
There's a sound bite for you.
Yes. Unfortunately, you cut out. So say it again.
Yeah. Start recording.
Duct Tape Dynasty, baby.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. All right. You're the best, dude. You're awesome. Okay. So I asked you this last time, and you just kind of mentioned how you're evolving as a fighter, and it's a constant process of, look, I've got to get better every time. I've got to find something to improve on. Never be satisfied with where you're at. So how much of your preparation is physical versus mental? And by mental, I mean, are we doing film study on this guy, or is it just at this point, like you said, you're young in boxing, is it just punch and be punched?
No, there's a method to everything. Shout out Mindset Mike with the Unfair Advantage. I have been taking a mindset course 8 weeks, and it's literally the gratitude, and it's helped change my life. I see a lot of things differently because I want to choose happiness. I want to choose happiness. Wins and losses don't define me as a person, and honestly, that allows me to not be afraid of making mistakes. You gotta give it your all. So yeah, a lot of mental stuff going on right now, and it's all for the better. So shout out Mindset Mike. Mindset training is the best thing you can ever do. But if you're in my weight class, sorry, it's called the Unfair Advantage for a reason. So anybody
fair enough.
Fancy featherweight top 10.
Hey,
you're out.
Yes. Hey, by the way, I do want to tell you, you remember that picture I sent you, the cartoon graphic of you, that guy,
yeah.
We have a cartoonist that draws for us. He's actually in the comments. Sportnick's Kevin is in here, and he says, happy birthday to you, Kai. So that's his happy birthday from you. I know you said, dude, I want that as a bobblehead. So we got to see if we can make that happen for you.
I'm betting that 100%.
In my Jeep.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
100%. There's got to be a place that can make that a bobblehead.
Oh yeah,
100%.
There are. It's just a matter of, every time we've talked to you, we're like, oh man, we're gonna get Kaya, wear something or whatever. And then we were all excited. We were gonna give you a cowboy hat because, like I say, I call you the John Wayne of combat sports, of which you definitely are. So we were gonna give you a cowboy hat to wear out. All these things. Look, we've officially been priced out. Okay. We can no longer afford this, but I do want to throw the graphic up there in case there's anybody out there who has enough money to now be able to support you. The graphic is the one of, your sponsorship deals from Bkfc, where we can, for a certain, and the prices are listed. We can have something on your shorts. We can have something, you wearing stuff like that. So I did want to throw that out there. I don't know if you want to give a shout out to it or anything, but I hope that some people have come in and done some sponsorships for you, and that those shorts are filled up.
Yeah, I have a very, very awesome sponsorship pool. We got the dispensaries, Native Grown and Silverleaf. They both are Montana dispensaries, and they decided to work together because they wanted me to succeed. So they're both a sponsor of me now, and it's great. And we have Sing Contracting. He's out of Billings, Montana. The local guys are awesome, but we also have big ones like Dude Wipes and the Mustache Death Grip Wax. So
wait, you got a mustache wax, dude?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I might need a little hookup on that because this beard gets out of control.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
We'll hook that up. But yeah. Lot of big sponsors, so very great, very, 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 very grateful, and it's to the moon. It's honestly, a lot of people are on board, and the more, because now, because of my sponsors, I have a nutritionist, a strength and conditioning coach, DL Training Systems, a lot of great things have happened because these companies are supporting my career and helping me not have to work a job, and I can train 8 hours a day if I need to. So
yeah, and eventually,
this is my job.
Eventually, what's really cool is they're going to sponsor you enough to where you're going to be able to afford me as your social media guy. So look forward to that day.
Yeah, with Conor McGregor coming through, I hope that he posted on his story and he said sexy purses. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm down.
Hey.
I don't know what that really mean.
I love it. By the way, speaking of Conor McGregor, or at least UFC, once again, one of the people who a UFC person who you have affiliations with, once again has seen our ad for you coming on today. Sean O'Malley, the other Montana kid out there, did see your stuff, and who knows, maybe he's anonymously in the comments. I doubt awesome. He watches my show, but
hopefully he does.
He's a fan, and one day I'll fight O'Malley, and I don't care if it's in UFC, bare knuckle. Let's go. But
dude, I would love to see that.
With that said, Sean O'Malley needs to keep climbing. He needs to keep making his name as big as possible. He needs to do his thing, because right now we are on separate trajectories.
You are.
But wouldn't it be a fun fight? We got to figure out who the real king of Montana is.
That's what I was going to say, dude. We need a BMF belt for Montana, dude. It's got to happen.
Honestly, Montana's the toughest state in the country. So shout out Montana, go 406, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let this belt go to Miami.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Hey, by the way, when you pick up that third belt, if you run out of space on that wall back there, I have some space left right back here. I've got a poster of yours up here, but I do have some space left on the wall. I'd be happy to.
A little bit of area.
We could make this into like a museum thing. We could consignment. I don't know if you want.
Sell
whatever.
Tickets.
I'm just
Sell
saying.
Tickets.
I'm just saying I'm willing to hang on to one of them for you. That's all I'm saying.
Where are you at? You're out of Oklahoma, right?
Yeah. Just consider it a down payment for that social media sponsorship thing we're going to work on later on. So I'm just messing.
When I get 5 belts, I'll start dishing out.
Okay, there you go. You heard it, guys. In fact, what I just heard is we get the 5th belt. That's what I just heard.
We get the 5th belt. I think that's what I just. I think I heard the same thing, Dad.
I love it, dude. Hey, Kai, though, seriously, we do appreciate you, dude. I know we had to call 33 audibles on this one, but dude, we made it happen, and it's because of you. So I can't thank you enough for making time for some silly kids. Some silly kids in Oklahoma that used to be from Montana who really admire you. I thank you sincerely for making time for us. Everybody in the comments, I'm sorry I didn't get your all the comments. There's a lot of shout outs to you and good lucks and all these things. We expect to see great things. I look forward to it. I look forward to watching you absolutely annihilate this dude, man. Happy birthday.
It's going to be great. Thank you so much, guys. We will talk soon. Let's reconvene right after this fight.
Heck yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's make it happen. Anyway, we'll get you out of here. We'll let you go. But thank you again, Kai, for taking the time. You're the absolute best, brother. Go win it. And, we'll talk afterwards.
Knock him out, man. Knock him out.
Yeah, let's get that KO this time, all right? All right, dude. Get out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? That was Kai Stewart. I can't believe it. Second time we have talked to a world champion on this program.
Yeah.
You believe that? We had a world champion.
World champion. 2-time.
How about that?
About
to be
champion.
A third-time world champion.
Back to back. About to be back to back to back.
The sick thing is on the 5th one, we get his belt. You heard it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on 100%. The internet. He can't back out on it now.
That's not backing down. We are not letting that live down.
He can't back out on that.
Once he gets belt number 5, baby, we're going to have that thing right back there.
Right back there. Anyway, what's more important is that I can't thank you guys enough for being with us. You guys are absolutely awesome. Here's all the socials over there. Do the thing where you screenshot it. Hold your thumb on that later. And check out anything there. Yeah, you get it. You've seen the show. But we appreciate you all. We love you all. You all are the absolute best. Let me see if I can find the credits slide, and let's get the heck out of here and have a night.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Watch the fight on Friday. Happy birthday, Kai. See ya.